I always found special edition video game consoles, specifically those for the 3DS or Nintendo Switch, to be really cute and neat. But I never bought one, because at the time these would release, I always already had the device, and it's hard to justify dropping that much money to have two of a console. Like the Splatoon or Pokemon Switches look fantastic, but $350 for a console that plays the same games as my Switch from 2017? Hard to justify. But you know what I don't have? A Kindle. The Warrior Cats Special Edition Kindle. Not a video game console at all, but I feel like it retains the same spirit. Like a Pokemon theme for the device you play Pokemon on, it's a Warrior Cats theme for a device you can read Warrior Cats on. Now I must say this. This video is not sponsored by Warrior Cats nor Amazon in any way. They did not send me this. I paid for it myself. I'm reviewing this because I need content, so all opinions are completely unbiased. When I first saw this, I was like, $180? That's ridiculous. But then less than a week later, they dropped it to $120 for Amazon Prime Day. And I said, okay, so I definitely don't recommend paying the full price. If you really want a Kindle, there are far cheaper options. So what this is a Kindle Paperwhite Kids Edition. The kids part being entirely marketing, as you could still link an adult account to it and read any book you can on any other Kindle. The device has a black and white display and only reads books, no games, and the internet only connects to Amazon to access the Kindle store and downloads. Which is fine, really. There's a reason the Kindle Fire that does have more features is actually cheaper. People already have phones and tablets. I really don't need to be able to also do that stuff on my Kindle. The Kindle is all about having that really nice, glare-free, easy on the eyes display screen for reading books. So, Warrior Cats. The Kindle itself has no theming. The box has generic Amazon branding, and the random quote inside the box is unfortunately not from Warrior Cats. The Warrior Cats part is only the cover, but it is most certainly not sold separately, because obviously this promotion is more about selling Kindles than Amazon books. The front cover art is not exclusive to this product. These are part of the Epic Poster line of Warrior Cats merch. Don't let the name confuse you, you can't buy them as posters. These were most prominently used for tote bags, but there were a couple other products such as hoodies and notebooks. So the art they used for this is the ThunderClan one. Part of me wishes there was an option for StarClan because that one is a lovely pink, but if they had to choose just one, ThunderClan is definitely the way to go. Matches the Into the Wild cover the best. I'm just glad they went with an epic poster design, and not the horribly ugly mini cat collages that some of the other Warrior Cats merch does. The silhouette and environment design is an infinitely better style. The butterflies are kinda silly, as chasing them is very un-warrior-like, but hey, maybe this is a kit. Now the back cover, this is new. More the same style, but there is a fire star on it. Very cute. Now there is one more thing Amazon includes in this purchase. To explain them overcharging, to explain why the product requires a premium price. Included is 1 year of the Amazon Kids Plus subscription. Which, if you are a kid, there actually is a generous amount of children's content included. And the popular stuff too. Your Diary of a Wimpy Kid, Warrior Cats obviously, Big Nate, Harry Potter, Artemis Fowl, and what? Side tangent. Apparently an unlicensed Minecraft book that ripped off its title from Diary of a Wimpy Kid is a bestseller to the point it's on an official Amazon subscription service. And it's not even the most popular book series to do exactly this. Wild stuff. The only thing more funny than a book series ripping off two popular franchises is a book series ripping off a book series ripping off two popular franchises. As a not kid, I'm not going to care about most of these books. Even if I wanted to read some Diary of a Wimpy Kid for the sake of nostalgia, it's only the first 5 books, so if I wanted to read books I missed, I'd still have to buy them. Now on the Warrior Cats side of things, we had 30 books included with the Amazon Kids subscription. Makes sense. If you're going to buy a Warrior Cats Kindle, chances are you're going to be wanting to read Wings of Fire. Kidding. Warrior Cats of course. But there are a lot more than 30 Warrior Cats books, so which ones did they go with? Well, the first 18 make total sense. We got the entire Prophecies Begin, New Prophecy, and Power of 3 arcs. 18 books that if you read in order, will make total sense, and cover most of the fandom's favorite characters. Then, things get a little strange. We only get the 4th Apprentice from Omen of the Stars, then only the Sun Trail from Dawn of the Clans, the first 3 Vision of Shadows, the first 3 Broken Code, Firestar, Tiger Heart, and Squirrel Fight Super Editions, and Warrior Spirit. The 4th Apprentice on its own is just weird. Sun Trail can kind of work on its own, but why would you want it to? The Vision of Shadows is actually better without the last 3 books, and Tiger Heart Shadow fits in a lot of the key story points we miss, so good work there. And the first 3 Broken Code books fit in nice with Squirrel Fight's book, and with having Power of 3. The novella collection even includes characters that were relevant in our included books, so nice. I think if I was doing a Warrior Cats starter pack like this, and can only include 30 books, I probably couldn't do much better than this. Though I would want to include Greystripe's Adventure, to give them a taste of the graphic novel experience. And I'd also want to include Blue Star's Prophecy and Shadows of the Clans, for just how popular they are in the fandom. So I'd cut Sun Trail, Squirrel Fight's Hope, and A Warrior Spirit. Not that they're awful books, just that others would make more sense for a new Warrior Cats reader. There would still be a big Omen of the Stars shaped hole, but I think those A Vision of Shadows and Broken Code samplings might be a little more fun overall. They chose well there. Now, as for the reading experience itself, it's great. Got a touch screen, the battery life in this thing lasts a very long time, the display just works, and books are books. Even if you're reading the graphic novels, the only thing you sacrifice is color. Yeah, I'm reading SkyClan's Destiny, now in color edition, now in grayscale. You can even imagine what the Brightheart graphic novel would be like if it was released without color. How nostalgic. Yeah, you could also do that on literally any device with a grayscale accessibility feature, but here it looks more like paper. The biggest downside to grayscale display is that I can only highlight in one color. So sad. I like color coding. Oh, and if you have a book that's optimized awfully for Kindle, like this Dear Evan Hansen behind the scenes book, prepare to suffer. But overall, this device's limitations are more charming than anything. It's almost a statement to have a device that can only do one thing. Like, yeah, reading. And that's about all I have to say. Not worth $180, kind of worth $120. I've run out of space for physical books, so I'm definitely going to be using this a good amount. Alright, bye everyone.